Okay, let's go with the Dutch defense. We have 1 g3. This is probably going to transpose to some sort of Catalan, but this d3 move you need to be very careful about, because they have this very annoying quick e4 idea, but knight f6, knight f6, knight c6 is the move here. Whenever they play d3, remember you play knight c6 without even thinking. And now, if they take with the pawn, you play like this and you're absolutely fine. We have the open f file. And we have emerged with equality from the opening. Let's play this. I'm not concerned about doing this because we have the G file now, so something may actually come out of it. He needs to play f6 here, but I'm just going to take with the bishop if he does that, because his knight is pinned on g3. If he doesn't, I just take on g5. Yeah, that's probably the best move. Let's see. Let's stop any piece to d5 ideas. If he defends the knight on g3, then things become somewhat tricky, I guess. Okay. I don't have to take. As long as this pawn stays here. He can take with the knight now. If I take first, it doesn't work because he takes with the bishop. This doesn't work either because he takes with the pawn. Well, I guess that's the only move. He should have just pushed now. Why is he not pushing here? Let's defend this annoying diagonal. Yeah, I got myself into a bit of a funny position here, didn't I? Material is equal, but I'm definitely worse here. I'm thinking about queen to e8. Yeah, queen to e8 with the idea of queen... Oh no, that doesn't work because of this move. How annoying is that? But then what if he ends up being here with the queen? Is that bad? Probably not. But if he ends up here with the queen, he can push f7. So let's stop knight to c7 first, and then I suspect this is a very slow move for a position like this, but I cannot move the queen without having protected this square, unfortunately. And he maybe has something like f7. F7, rook g6, and then he can play something like bishop to e4, and if rook g7, knight h5, I just take on f7, so that's fine. Okay, let's proceed with the plan. I think if I manage to get queen f7 in, I might be okay. Although this is looking very dodgy. The burden is on him to find the winning plan, if there is any. Yeah. Now we simply threaten to take this knight. If he plays c4, okay. C4 would have been a mistake, obviously. He's weakening the d4 square. So how is he going to win this now? That is the question. That is the question. Okay, is he gonna play here? Is he gonna play bishop to d5? Now that is the only move, I guess, to stop d5. If he allows me to play d5, I'm more than happy. Okay, but now this is not really the best way to stop it. He should have just put the bishop there and that's it. Now this is just allowing unnecessary counterplay. Because now I can push d5 even. Obviously need to watch out for the f7 push, which is not the end of the world because there's so many pieces hitting the f8 square. Okay, obviously with this pawn. Really? Okay, let's get him with this. Yeah, okay, he wants this move. He wants this move. My queen is getting trapped, interesting. But okay, let's go for counterplay. I am just gonna take there, if he does that. Hoping to somehow be able to push these pawns. I don't even have to take, I can just play rook to g7. His pieces are in each other's way, in a way, including the pawns. Yeah, he wants to do this. Okay, this bishop is not needed anymore, and now I can just give a discovery here by simply playing e4. Okay, let's give the check. And now, did I have bishop? Oh yeah, that's even better. That's even better. Let's take it. Not worried about this. I need to watch out for this in queen f6. That will be a disaster. But I can stop it. I can just play queen to e7. Nice. I mean, my position was terrible. but I somehow emerged with an advantage in the end. It was not easy to find the winning plan here for white, and I think I played probably the best defensive move, so stay with me for the analysis. We will dissect the game and see where things went wrong and where things could have gone better. Thanks for watching. Okay, let's take a look at the game. Another Dutch defense. Unlike the previous game in the Dutch defense, here I played the initial stages of the opening correctly and went for this bishop to e7, d6 castle setup. However, here I should have just taken on f4, because as in the game, if you don't, he just plays f5 and steamrolls you with this pawn storm. While here I can go to h8, and if he does this, I just have a very strong square for this knight, and can potentially play g6 opening the g file, which is a pretty standard Dutch defense plan. So this is what I should have gone for, and that was the reason for my trouble in the game. Now let's look at the game. I'm actually quite happy with my tenacious defense here. Just because something looks losing doesn't mean you have to lose it. And I'm not down material. I've got the G file open. I actually thought I was okay here during the game, funny enough. But it does seem that white is in no real trouble. But he did make a slip at some point. Let's see where that was. Okay, he can bring the queen in. Yeah, and that's what he should be doing, because then he just has this g6 move and it's pretty much game over. But he didn't do that. That is also winning, as a matter of fact. Okay, here b5, strange move. I thought I should just bring any pieces I possibly can to the defense of the king, including the queen, and simply hope for the best here. But I don't think this is good. Yeah, I don't think that taking this... Yeah, okay, computer gives taking is okay, because you can't really allow this knight to stay there forever. But then I just have two passed pawns here. I don't know. There must be a better move here, like, yeah, of course. Why not rook to e1? Yeah, why give me something to play for here? Yeah. Okay. cd5. Now the advantage is getting smaller and smaller. Okay, cd5, queen d5, queen d3, bishop c6, rook e1, queen e6. Yeah, it's just a maneuvering game, putting your pieces as white on optimal squares, just waiting for the slip from black. But he didn't go for this. He played knight to f4, and now, of course, this discovery. The mistake actually happened earlier. Yeah, knight f4 is the mistake. Of course, you cannot allow this discovery. Like, you need to blockade this square, because otherwise I'm just back into the game. Look at this. Yeah, and I have the two passed pawns, and I have no problems here really. He's the one that needs to watch out now, because these bishops are very, very threatening, and the passed pawns are marching. Simple as that. Bishop c5. He starts to lose material here. This is okay, but yeah, this pin is not running away, so maybe I could have played this, and then I can just simply, if he takes, I just take the knight, because the rook is pinned, he cannot capture. So takes is fine. Knight h6, here you need to watch out. And now I won on time, but the position is completely winning for me. So the game can continue like this. He tries to stop the pawns, and we just exchange queens. Oops, sorry. Queen d5. bishop g4, and this knight can actually cause some problems here. But now we can exchange queens. And after, let's say he does not play queen, he does not play king to f2 and plays this, for example, then we can exchange knight e3, king g8, king f2, rook fe8, and yeah, we just get on the c file somehow. And let's see though, rook c1, rook d7, a4, king f7. I wouldn't be moving this knight, so yeah, he can just shuffle back and forth. There's not much we can do. But then I think that what is going to happen here is the king is going to approach on the dark squares and simply attack these pawns, and there's not much that white can do. Or instead we can stop his counterplay with h5 g6, because in that case the king cannot move away. So let's say he takes. Now taking is obviously not good. We just pick up all the pawns basically. If he goes here, yeah, we pick up the pawns anyway. So yeah, interesting game. I'm happy I managed to survive this, because obviously I was in a lot of trouble. But this is the power of the Dutch defense. Like, it is pretty much like the Sicilian defense on steroids. You can come back in multiple ways in seemingly winning positions, and that is why I think that the Dutch defense is simply the best response to d4 or any other non-e4 opening for that matter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.